Alright, hey, it's Brett here, and I made a coding video not too long ago where I basically showed like this little app where it it creates chord charts for you, and I mentioned that I was going to make it into a website, and so I wanted to show that. So here is the website, and I'm going to reverse the order of this video. The last one I sort of talked about all the code and then I showed how it worked. Here I'm just going to show this, but actually before I show how this works, I want to mention that I'm sort of something I would like to do is make a lot of products to help people be more creative with their guitar playing, because a lot of people just learn tabs, and which is good. That's a huge part of learning. They don't really learn how to be creative, and to see that that's really, to my mind, that's what music's kind of about, is being creative, and it's a faster way to learn. For me, once I sort of unlocked my creativity with the guitar, like instead of just copying, I started just making up stuff, then everything just was so much easier. So I made this course. I'll put a link to it. It's on Vimeo. It's almost ready for a sale. If you're interested, you could sign up to receive updates when I release it. And right now, if you are interested, you can download a free sample of the book, and it's like a workbook, and then you can do the first 2 lessons, and there's 12 lessons. And basically all it is like I show a simple little idea, and then I make up songs using that idea, and then the assignment for you is to go do the same thing and to record yourself. And when I started to learn how to do this, it just really unlocked the guitar for me. So I'm trying to share this process and in a fun way. So I want to mention that, and because it kind of links up with what I'm about to show. Because basically what my goal is to start creating tools and sharing ways to be more creative. So here's this site. This is guitarwithbrett.com. Eventually this is going to be different, so if you come to this video later, it might look different. This is just going to be like one tool. So this is called Songwriter App Chord Generator, and it's basically just this thing I showed in part 1, except now it's a website. And so I'm going to use this first. And if you want to support this site, click on these Amazon ads because it does cost money to run a website. And I love Amazon, and it's sort of an easy affiliate that I can get behind. So if you click on those and buy something, I'll get a little tiny bit of money, and it can support the site. So here's what this does. I put a little box here, and if you are tired of seeing it, you can hide it and you won't see it again. But it just explains it. It says, what is this app? How to use it? Learning to write songs can be challenging. One simple way to speed up learning is having the chords given to you. Then instead of feeling overwhelmed by possibilities, you can focus on writing a song. This is sort of the same principle as that creative guitar book. Where when I was learning to be creative on guitar, I didn't really know what to do. It felt hard. Like, look how complicated this is. There's so many notes. And then if you start learning chords, it's like, well, which ones are going to sound good together? Like, how would I pick? How do I do it? Just sort of overwhelmed. And one teacher I had, he's like, well, just do it in the key of G major and do only G, C, D. And when I had a constraint, it really made things easier. And then so over time, I started giving myself constraints, and that's what this website will help with. So just to look at this one more time, it says click Generate Song at the bottom of the page to generate a chord chart for a new song. Do this until you see an inspiring one, and then use it to make a song. So some of these chord charts, since it's random, will be kind of weird, and you'll want to skip them. You could try any of them, and most songs repeat the verse and chorus, so you may want to do the same, just changing your lyrics. So most songs, like, they'll go intro, and then they'll go like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge 2 or bridge again, and then outro. That's kind of a song structure. So I wasn't going to repeat it because I wanted it just to be kind of like a small little scaffold for a song. And currently, note the the app only supports C, A, G, E, D. Those are the 5 most common keys on guitar. And I don't want to see that again, so I will hide that. And if you come down here, you can click Generate Song. So right now, see this song is in the key of E major. And I also put the relative minor. So most time when you're writing a song, like you think about it like you say, I'm in the key of E major, and then maybe part of the song uses more minor. Or if there's a lot of minor, and then if you sometimes make the 5 chord of the minor into a major, then it really feels like a minor key. But it's good to know, it's a good thing to know if you're in a major key what the relative minor is. So I wanted to put that. And anyway, so this first song is in the key of E major or C sharp minor. And basically what you want to do is just start strumming through this and playing. So I will do that in just a second. First, I'm just going to look through this. And so the way I'm evaluating, is this kind of a good song I want to work with, is really I just want to see is E major or C sharp minor in the verse, chorus, bridge. And I might modify this app so it has to be in there. I'm not sure yet if I want to do that. So this one, like the verse doesn't have either of those chords, which is kind of interesting, but I don't want that. So I can come down here and click Generate Song. And let's see, the key of E major, starting with F sharp. No, I don't really like that. C major, this is kind of interesting. I'm not blown away by that. So see, I'm probably going to add a little bit more logic so it forces... this would be good, but I want to make a happy sounding song right now. This would be good for the key of E minor. That would be kind of interesting. And this is kind of cool. I like this. I'm going to go with this. And so partly, like, I was playing around with this app the other night after I got it live, and it was kind of cool just because it's like, I would never do this right here. So it kind of forces you outside your comfort zone a little bit. So the way you can use this is you could just kind of strum the chords however you know how, and you might need to look this stuff up. And that's actually what I used to do. Was when I was learning, I would pick a key, I would write out chords from the key, like I'd write out all the chords, and then I would just randomly like put them together and force myself to learn how to do it. So I'm going to use like the common chords here. So E. That's the intro. E. And notice the Roman numerals, that's because this is the 1 chord of E. So I like how the intro is going so far. The verse, I think I'm going to slow it down. And then the chorus is going to sound bright because I see an E in there. So the intro. And I'm actually going to sing over this intro right now. So I'm going to sort of... mumble words until something happens. And if you want to learn how to do this, you can check out that course that I showed. Put a link to it, because that's really what it's all about. And you came back. F sharp minor feels weird. Like when I'm singing that. So what I'm gonna do, and because you can use these chord charts as like springboards for your own songs, because I like that intro. And you know all my face back. I feel like there needs to be one more chord there. So I'm just going to add a chord after the F sharp minor. I'm going to play it twice. I could do. Actually, I kind of like it. I'm going to just do twice the verse. So it's kind of starting to not be a verse. The intro is kind of taking on qualities of the verse, which is fine. The verse is kind of more like feeling like a transition into the chorus. So it's going to be like, and you came back from space. So I said, you come back from space. So now I'm going to start imagining like actual images, and that helps me to come up with lyric ideas. So imagine someone was gone in outer space. Maybe it's the future or something. You came back. That just generated some kind of cool ideas. The space imagery, the intro sounds really cool. And actually, the F sharp minor, like, I just don't use that chord normally when I play in the key of E major. Especially as an ending chord of, like, something. So now I'm thinking, well, like, it's kind of becoming a challenge. Like, how can I deal with that F sharp minor? So I will do this again. I'm going to click Generate Song. Let's see what the next one is. And the plan for this, I'll do one more time real quick. And the plan for what I'm going to do with this is make it a little better. And then I'm also eventually, I think, going to show like tab for the chords, like different ways you can play each chord. And then make it like a mood slider so you can make the song happy or sad. And then try to make the logic a little better so the outcome is better, but there'll be like a settings page. So if anyone else has ideas, let me know. It's just supposed to be a useful little tool. We just did E major, so I don't want to do that. Neon strings are cool. E major again, no, I want to do a different key. Maybe I'll make it also so you can actually choose which key. The randomness is cool, but maybe eventually you're like, I want to just learn C, and you can just lock it to C or whatever. A major. Here's a good one. So I'm looking if it has A and F sharp minor in the different parts. Notice there's an A. There's an A at the end, which is good. There's an A at the beginning of the chorus. F sharp minor doesn't really occur very much, so the song is going to sound happier because it's in the key of A. Outro being this, that's going to be weird. All right, so one thing, since I'm playing on this guitar, my songs are going to sound folky. If I get my electric out, like the tone really affects the kind of songs I make. Because like doing power chords on here or like loud stuff just doesn't work. So intro, A, E, D, I'll play E, the D shape slid up, and I'll hit E in the bass. A, just to do a different E instead of that. Oops. And the goal with this thing is to generate ideas, not to have like a perfect song, and then you can make your song, you know? Life seems so slow and good. I like that. So I just heard that in my head. The last E will be like split in half. Bum, 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 bum. Life seems good when it's slow. So take it back and scale down. So I'm thinking of a slow life, like how to calm down sort of song. Mainly because of the mood there on the beginning. Life seems nice when it's slow. Just take it down 3 steps and back it forward. 'Cause it's only right. It's only right. Now the verse, the B minor sounded kind of sad to me, so I'm going to change it into a B minor 7, which is just a trick I know. And if you know tricks, I mean, you can change the chords from the regular ones. Basically, if you just hit these top 4. But here I'm just going to hit the bass also. Actually, I'm just going to hit the top 4. This is B, and if you just go down. Back to the intro. Life seems nice when it's slow. Alright. But you team place in some guy. But you seem to go. Onto the chorus, A to C sharp minor. So there I'm going like A, like A, C sharp minor, A, and then A, kind of going back and forth faster. So hopefully you can see the point of this app. It's like a springboard for songs, and like I said, I'm going to kind of improve it over time. But right there, I just came up with like 3 or 4 little nuggets that I could build from. And what you can do is take those little nuggets and then like they're kind of seeds for songs. And that's really kind of the same principle here with this book, is like take a tiny, even a smaller idea. So the ideas in this book are really, really small. And let me just show this real quick. And then I will show the code. I think I might split it into another video, but we'll see how long it is. Videos always take longer than you're expecting. So here we go. So like in this book, like the ideas for how to make songs instead of chord progressions are even simpler, like bass or you know, this little tiny box shape, and I picked really, really common stuff. So if anyone has ideas for how to improve this, let me know. And I think I'm going to stop this here, and then I'm going to do the code video because it's getting kind of long. So.